How many pillows do you sleep with? My friend thinks it's weird that I just use one. He literally has 6. Not judging him though. But that doesn't make sense to me. 1 head. 6 pillows. Edit. I suppose I should have done a poll. 2. I use like one fully under my head and a second one to slightly prop up the main pillow if needed or to use when reading, etc. in bed. 4. One under my head, one between my knees, one that I hug, and one against my back for the cat to lay on. 1. I used to have 5. 1 under the head, 2 on the left side and 2 on right. In my own fort. 0. I have 3. 1 under my head. I sleep on my side so I have one between my knees and one that supports my torso to keep my hips in line. They hurt if I don't. Technically I sleep with 0 triditonal pillows, but have a bed full of large stuffed animals and some of them serve as my pillows. 2 and a towel in a pillowcase. I have a big ass head. Towel does what no pillow can do. 2. One for my head and another to hug. 8. 6. I have 2 cotton, 2 downed and 2 memory foam pillows. Gotta make sure there's something for everyone depending what their vibe is. 3 or 4. I use them to prop my upper body up. I haven't slept flat in years. None. I sleep with 2 pillows, sometimes 3 if I'm taking a nap. I have 7. I would like about 4 more. All of them. 1 head, 1 body pillow. I have a second head, but it's a queen and I don't use it. Usually 0, sometimes 1 small that I tuck under myself. 3. 1 behind head and 2 on either side because I'm trying to sleep on my back and my body yearns to be a side sleeper. 1 because how would more pillows even work? Don't they go every as soon as you over? 2. 1 under my head, and the other up against the wall. So there's a soft place for my hand to rest as I sleep. Probably around 5. I haven't counted for a while. So has similar amount. 2 under my head, a fat one and a skinny one and 1 to hug. I used to have 6 when my bed was leaning against the extension of my low windowsill and I needed to cover said windowsill with pillows in order to not bonk against it accidentally in my sleep. Now that I live in a different flat and my bed is against the wall, I only use 1. 4. 1 under head, 1 on each side of my body and 1 under my knees. Eye mask on and ZZ. On the bed at any given time there's about 10 between my honey and I. I use about 4-5 when I sleep. 1 sometimes 2 for my head. 1 for my cat next to my head. 1 for hugging. And 1 for on top of my feet. 0. I don't use any pillows at all. I prefer to use my arm as a pillow. 3. But I only use 2 at a time. I generally sleep with my head between the 2. 3. 4 pillows. I'm sorry. I need pillows. I'm in the 3-4 camp. 2 head. 1 groin. 1 hugger. Sometimes an extra head pillow is good. But any extra pillows, once I'm maxed out, are annoying as fuck. My partner gives me the business over this. 2. LMAO. I am 32. I have a lot of old injuries. Broken bones specifically. I have different sized shaped pillows for when I need to be in certain positions to relieve pain. Before I was made of broken glass. I used 2 firm pillows that spanned the width of my bed. 3. 2 under my head to get the correct angle. 1 between my knees, got used to it after I had my total knee replacement. 4 pillows. 2 for my head, 1 if I turn sideways and want to hold a pillow, 1 spare. 4. But 1 is a body pillow that I hug. Edit: the number of people who use 0 is freaking me out a little. 3. 2 for the head and 1 to hug. Probably like 5. 4. I have 6 pillows but only use 3 to 4. 1 2 under my head, 1 between my knees, 1 to hold hug. I use 2, sometimes 3. I like my chest to be slightly elevated but my head must be higher. So I will stagger the pillows a bit to achieve this effect. If I want to really be elevated, I will stack 2 pillows in the back and 1 laying at like a 30 or 45 degree angle for my upper back to ramp up to 1. 2 and a stuffed bear. 4. 2 under my head. 1 between my knees, I'm a side sleeper. 1 to hug. At home, the latter 2 are combined into 1 body pillow. My wife and I also have completely separate blankets. Sharing blankets sucks. I did not had sexual relations with that pillow. I have never once slept with a pillow. The media coverage, voice records, and CCTV footage are all fabricated. I sleep with 4. 0. I have around 6 or 7 on my bed. They are all comfy and some are better than others depending on how cold humid it is. I may use 1 or 2 at a time. But options should always be available. 1 pillow, any extras is just a waste, can't use them all when sleeping. I have 4, 1 under my head on both sides of the bed. Then 1 on my left side and 1 on my right side so I can spoon when I roll over. Snug as a bug. 1. I can see why others would use more potentially. Though I'm struggling to come up with purposes for all 6 lol. Would be interested if the people with a lot of pillows usually sleep alone. I got 1. Just 1. 1 really nice pillow. 3 memory foam gel under my head, 1 under my back. I have a huge head so it's the only way I'm comfy. Technically 3. I have 1 big bolster pillow that props my regular pillow. And then I have a pillow for between my knees. 2. They're both old and mashed up. So I usually end up pushing them together for a makeshift body pillow and snuggle it lol. I usually have 3, 4. I never like to sleep on the same pillow. And oftentimes 1 flies off the bed. Or the cats sleep on the other. It's a win-win. Edit: 3 pillows. 2 under my head. But that's mostly because both pillows are too thin to support my head properly. Then an extra pillow for between the knees helps my posture a lot. 1 big pillow is the way to go. And this is a reminder to go buy a new pillow if yours are paper thin like mine. Your friend sounds like a flamer. I can barely handle just the 1. Ideally 3. 1 for my head, 1 for my cat above my head, 1 to hug. 1 big pillow and plushies. I have 6 so I can use my 3 and there's pillows on the other side for a partner. I also think it looks nicer when I make my bed. 4. 1 you weirdos. 1 for my head, 1 body pillow between my knees and against my chest. I have 2. 1 for my head and a longer 1 for in between my legs. 1 pillow per head. 2.